Hey guys, welcome back to Boxer Gaming, and today we're going to do a little bit of a mix between a mod review and a tutorial. So this mod, Balkons Weapons Mod, is standard in Tekkit, so if you're running Tekkit, you'll have this as well. Otherwise, you can just download the mod. It's very easy to find, just Google it, and it's pretty awesome, to be honest. Cool, so let's get started. Should I explain what the mod does? Probably not, eh? It adds weapons. Cool? Cool. So the first one we're going to do is a spear. Now, this whole row they are called material weapons, and I do them with diamonds in these examples, but you can make them with, for example, iron, and then you just make an iron spear. So that's just like the Minecraft weapons. So I'll tell you which ones you can do that and which ones you can't. So anyways, that's a spear. Now, spear is pretty handy. You can just poke with it. You know, it doesn't do much damage, or not too much. But you can also throw it, which is kind of cool. But it doesn't really go very far. Not particularly far. Anyways, that would be... But it looks cool. So that would be the spear. Then we come to the halberd. Now the halberd is actually quite useful. So you make it using 2 sticks and 3 diamonds, or iron, or wood, or stone, doesn't matter. The halberd is actually pretty powerful. Now it has 2 modes. If you right click, it switches, as you can see. So one is the swinging mode, and one is the stabbing mode. Now the swinging mode does a slightly less damage, but it has a greater knockback. And the stabbing mode does more damage, but of course less knockback. And these do more damage than a diamond sword. So they're pretty handy, you know. They're pretty cool. Let me put this back as well. Okay. Next off, the knife. Diamond stick. Doesn't matter how, I think. Oh, it does. So on the side, the stick. Make sure diamond knife. Now, knife is pretty cool. It doesn't do much damage. But you can throw it. And it looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Especially the way they bounce off of stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, so that's the knife. Now the next one is one of my favorites, the battle axe. I don't know why it's a favorite. It's just it just is, because it looks cool. So it's made using 2 sticks, 5 diamonds. It's kind of expensive. Now it does kind of a lot of damage, but about the same as a halberd. It just you can block with it as well. So in PvP, it's kind of handy. And it does a lot of damage, about the same as a halberd, I believe. That's the battle axe. Now we come to my real favorite, my absolute favorite, the warhammer. So you need 3 sticks, 4 diamonds, or iron. Again, this whole row you can make with any other material as well. So the warhammer is kind of, you know, it's kind of boring when you just hit stuff with it, but it does have something that the rest doesn't. And that is if you hold right click, it'll start to do this. And then when you let go, it does that. Pretty cool. Now it does have quite a long reload. So, oops. Sorry, you're going to have to go. It has a long reload. So, or not reload, but sort of a cooldown. But I think it's about 10 seconds maybe. So that's pretty cool. Now we come to my second favorite, the flail. Yeah. So 2 sticks, strings, and diamond. And this thing you can sort of... oh, that was not supposed to happen. I think that was on low health already. So this is a new one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it doesn't die, does it? Boink. Look at that. Yeah, you right click and the flail comes off. And then you have this thing, and it's pretty cool. And you can swing it around, you can drag it behind you, or you can just throw it at people. Now to show you exactly what this does, do we have any, oh, we've got some sheep there. Sheep are always good test subjects. So just go like a doink. Doink. It's a bit buggy sometimes, like it doesn't hit, but usually it does. So it's pretty cool, I like this. Doink. Anyway, so that's the flail. So those are all the melee kind of weapons, I believe. So let's put these away. So let's get on to the throwable weapons. Now, if some of these project tables are empty, that's my bad, because I recorded this before, but my microphone was not working properly. Or I should say, DxTory didn't like my microphone. So cool, we still have some javelins, 2 sticks, flint, And they're kind of rubbish, to be honest, but they're kind of cool as well. So you hold right click, and it's just like firing an arrow. So you hold it, and then it shoots as far as you want it to, which is pretty far, to be honest. It does a little bit more damage than an arrow, but meh. It's still kind of, you know, it's not too bad. They're kind of cheap to make as well. So let's move on to the throwable dynamite, which I don't have any of. So we'll get some extras. We shall get some extra, which is this one. Oh. Bloody let's play. Okay. I always go into recipe mode so no one accuses me of cheating in a let's play. Okay, so 2 gunpowder, string, dynamite. Dynamite's pretty cool. Let's not do it here. So you right click once, the fuse starts, and then you throw it again, and then it explodes. Did I just... Okay, I might have just bugged that out. So the longer you hold it, the shorter it is that it explodes. Oh, oops. And that takes ages. So if I hold it for like a long time, it just fizzles out. Pretty cool. So that's dynamite. It does about half damage of what TNT would do, so it's not too bad. Now let's see if I broke this thing. Musket. So first you want to make a stock. Yep. 2 sticks and a wooden plank. And it makes you a stock. Now remember this recipe, we're going to use it again. Next off, we're going to need the barrel. So it's iron ingots. And a flint and steel. That makes you a musket barrel. And then we combine these two, so a barrel and a stock together into a musket. Then, this is optional, you don't have to do this. You can combine the musket with a iron knife, which you just make using a stick and iron. And that will make you a musket with bayonet. So this thing is just good at melee as well, but it has no other advantages over the normal musket. So if you don't intend to sort of punch people with it, you don't have to do this. And then you need to make some musket rounds. So I'll just spawn one in because I use them. Okay. So ooh, getting dark. This thing you have to hold right click, and you have to hold it till it clicks twice. So I'll just shoot and I'll show you again. Bam. So hold it once, twice, then it's done. So and then you just hold right click again and it'll sort of charge up like that. And you just let go. Yeah. Nice, isn't it? And it does a lot of damage, you know. I mean, it just one-shot a villager, which is pretty cool. So if you're going to try and fight dragons in the end, this is probably the weapon for you. Okay, that was the musket. Pretty cool. So then we have the crossbow. Slightly easier to make. I've got one here already, so that's nice. Can save some time. Oh, that's another one there. Never mind. Cool. So a bow, 4 iron ingots, 2 wooden planks, and it makes you a crossbow. Now the crossbow is pretty much the same as a bow, except for it's just an upgrade. So crossbow bolts instead of arrows. So you use feathers and iron ingots, and it makes you some crossbow bolts. No, this thing's not too bad. So you hold again, right click, but it only has to click once this time. So I'll show you. Hold, click, done, and then you hold right click and you can actually see the arrow as well on the texture. So it takes 2 shots to kill a villager, but it's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Let me just put this back. Let's move on, shall we? Now the next one is a blowgun. It's actually a bit of a weird weapon, but it's kind of cool. So it's very cheap to make. You need only 3 sugarcane. And then the ammo, poisonous darts, stick, cactus, feather. Kind of a pain to get cactus, but once you find one, it's sort of easy to farm them, I guess. So the blowgun, again, hold right click. It'll click once, that's enough. And then you hold right click and joop. Now this thing does only half a heart of damage, I think, but then it poisons them. And it does quite a bit of damage. Like I think it'll go on forever. Although the mob you hit has a 1% chance every second to get cured. But apart from that, it'll keep them at half a heart, I believe. So, blunderbuss. A barrel, 4 iron ingots, like that, and a flint and steel. That makes you a blunderbuss barrel. And you combine that with the stock. Now this is the same stock as for the musket. So just 2 sticks and a wooden plank. Yep, cool. Makes you a blunderbuss. Now when you've got a blunderbuss, you also need to get some blunderbuss shot. So that's gunpowder, paper, and gravel. So kind of expensive again, but you know, you'll survive. This thing is kind of like a shotgun really. So once, and I think that's enough. Yeah, only once. Bam. So you saw I hit that one as well. So I like the musket better myself, because this one is atrocious at long range, like, absolutely atrocious. Like if I try to hit that one, well, that one was already almost dead, but I could try and hit him again. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad still, but a musket is better. So next up, the fire rod. And I'll do that myself. How was it? Like this, I think. Yes. So torch, 2 sticks. Diagonally. I don't know if you can do that. Yeah, you can do that as well. Sorry, that makes a fire rod. Now this is a one-time use weapon. So you just hit someone with it. Well, maybe not someone who's already dead. That wasn't very helpful. And yeah, you know, it doesn't do much damage, but it just puts them on fire. It's pretty cool. But it destroys the fire rod in the process, which is kind of weird. And next, but certainly not least, is the cannon. Now I've got one already in my inventory, so we'll get that out. So you make this kind of cheap. 5 iron ingots, wood, flint and steel. Makes you a cannon. Oh yeah. And then you need to make some cannonballs, which is just some stone. So I've got some extra stone here, so I can actually make some. That'll be plenty. Now, with the cannon, you just... I've got one there already, but let's put one down here. And then you hold the musket balls in your hand. You right-click on it. And you sort of hear a clicking noise that it's loading. Then you right-click on the seat. You can get in, and you can start shooting stuff. Like that. And then you right click it again on the barrel. And you can shoot again. Oh. No, still can't hit him. And then you right click it again, etc. So it's pretty cool. Now on multiplayer this is a little bit buggy, so it might be disabled on your server. Like getting out is an absolute pain in multiplayer. And it's also a bit buggy, like you can't really reload it whilst you're sitting in it. It's a bit weird. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to show you, which some idiot stole, I tell you him, is the training dummy. So you make this using 2 wheat, wool, doesn't matter which color, leather tunic, and a stick. Now this thing is pretty cool. It's just like a sign when you're placing it, so you can place it in different directions. So for example, I can make it face this way. And it doesn't die. It can't die with anything except for explosions or falling from a large height, which is a bit weird, I guess. The other thing it has that's really cool that I just found out by accident when I was recording is it bounces off cannon shot. How awesome is that? See, come on, boink. So that's pretty cool. And that is Balkons Weapon Mod. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.